Hey, it's Fantastic Friday here. Wow, this has been a long time. I got up at 5 a.m. and I was gonna have this done a long time ago, and I couldn't. I thought I was gonna talk about bullying today, and honestly, and I thought that was a little too heavy. Well, let's get back to the beginning. I got up this morning and I looked and I got a thumbs down comment on one of my postings on one of my YouTube things, and it made my day. Now this is not about being passive aggressive or anything like that. I do not thrive on negativity by any means. But if you were, as a child, perhaps bullied, you can easily get into a thing, well, you don't like me, I'll give you something to not like. And that wasn't really it at all, because I've gone beyond that. And that's why I want to talk about bullying. But when I got the thumbs down, it made me think, well, at least somebody's paying attention to me. In show business, all attention is good attention, and this is show business. But anyway, but then I thought, well, I'll talk about bullying, and I don't want to be heavy. And I thought I'll talk about relationships, and I thought, no, I'm really not in the mood for that either. And then I realized what I wanted to talk about. But if I seem a little like blurry, I'm not high or anything like that. I was just listening to these affirmations, and because I really got to psych myself up to do this shit. This is scary. And I was listening to some show of affirmations, but one of the affirmations was, I live in the paradise of my own creation. And man, did that hit me right between the eyes, because for a kid from Newcastle, Pennsylvania, whose biggest dream was to live in Pittsburgh and make $10,000 a year, wow. I still haven't lived in Pittsburgh, but I've had a pretty fucking fun ride. Oh, and that's another thing. I want to talk about my language. Okay, I try not to use the F word. I try not to swear, but I'm sorry. I got to be real here. Now, I do not practice a monotheistic religion. I am not any Judeo-Christian Muslim. No, I don't. So I try, out of respect, to not use the Lord's name in vain. But being part and parcel of where I'm from and everything, and I'm from a very Catholic neighborhood. When I say I'm that damn Billy, what it really is that goddamn Billy McConaughey. Jesus Christ, what's he up to now? Because I can just hear this is the kind of thing I grew up with, Jesus, Mary, and Joseph. But I personally try not to use those things. So if you do hear me saying that, it's the voice of somebody else. Okay, getting on with things. I wanted to talk about beards. Everybody's got a beard these days. I mean, the beard, it's been going on for years now. Every man has a beard. And with a lot of men, I guess it's a sign of masculinity or whatnot. The other day I was in a Castro, and I ran into this man that I've seen before. He's stunning, absolutely stunning, and he's no kid. And, oh my God, his beard, I'm not a beard fan. I'm personally not a beard fan. I was raised to believe that, like, beards are to hide facial flaws. Like, he has a weak chin, he should grow a Van Dyke or something like that. But anyway, I stopped to tell this man, I said, oh my God, you just get incredibly more attractive all the time. And here it turns out his name is Bob, and he's a barber, which I think I knew he was a barber because I see him coming in and out of this barber shop over the years. And I wish I knew exactly. Evidently he has a Tumblr page about nude Bob or naked Bob. I'll get the details. And he's on Instagram as Bob the Barber. I've been looking for him, but so I'm sure some of y'all know who he is. The man's beautiful, beautiful man. Silver hair, silver beard, trimmed beautifully. So anyway, I got to thinking, okay, maybe I'll give a beard one more try. So I stopped by his place, and he was with a client, and I said, if I let this grow a couple of weeks, can you maybe do something with it? And he said, well, you have to let it grow at least a month. Well, this is going to kill me because I never can get past like 2 weeks. And, I realize that, beards are fashionable. They're fine on other people. But myself, it's like after it gets like about 3 weeks, I either feel like I look like homeless Hasidim or some Amishman that's went AWOL from his psych meds or something like that. I'm jowly. I look like Santa Claus. And if I let the mustache go, it's easy for me to look like that walrus with Tennessee Tuxedo or Wilfred Brimsley or something like that. So I keep everything shaved pretty close. I do insist on having a mustache, though, because as a white man, I have no lips. Ooh, I'm losing my camera angle here. As a white man, I have no lips. So, I kind of like, I need the mustache so I know where to aim for with food or whatever you might want to stick in my mouth. So anyway, but beards, and so beards are quite the thing, and I'm gonna try to I know they're kind of going. I think it's waning now. I really do think it's waning, but I never want a long bushy beard. It's just not me. It's not who I am. But I like having some kind of something going on here. But I know so many men of color, particularly, well, I know a lot of men but particularly men of color, that do not have the genetic background to grow facial hair. My husband, being Chinese, is kind of one of them, and it's funny because he'll say, "Ooh, he has a beard," and it's like, and he's mystified by this, and I tell him, Jack, that just means his mother had a beard. This is not a sign of virility. This does not mean that he's going to pick you up and carry you off on a stallion or anything like that. Is just happenstance. I mean, like, I don't have really any hair from the ears up, but I got tons from the neck down, and it took me a long time to be able to embrace that. There are people out there that are turned on by that, so whatever, and good, thank heavens. I'm done waxing and clipping and shaving, but. But about beards and feeling like self-conscious because you're not able to grow one, honestly, like, my Aunt Shirley had an amazing beard, and a lot of the women in my mother's Sunday school class, they weren't doing too bad either, so don't think it's necessarily a sign of virility, and if you don't have the genes to grow a beard, don't, for God's sakes, don't despair. There are thus hairy people out here that love clean shaven men and women. So no, that was kind of like my topic on beard. Oh, and when I ran into the guy the other day, and I was talking to him, and I said to him, I said, and you're not even my type. And I thought, oh my God, how presumptuous and condescending that must sound. But what I was trying to say was, I'm giving you a compliment without trying to get in your pants, which is very, if you're a gay man, whenever you say to another gay man or you extend any type of compliment, it's automatically assumed that you're trying to hook up with them. And this was not the case at all. The man's gorgeous. I mean, if he even acknowledged that I was alive, I would be flattered, much less think that he would have any interest in me. So I felt so bad about it afterwards. I said, I didn't mean that you're unattractive or anything, like, oh, you're not even my type, and but anyway, but speaking of hooking up, if you should happen to meet somebody online, and you're a gay guy like me, and you meet somebody online and you get to his place, you decide to go to his place, and there's show tunes playing, wait till you get what you got there for. I mean, get that piece of ass, get that blowjob before saying that you're not a fan of Stephen Sondheim. Because if he's a show tune type and into that stuff, just pretend. And if you're a woman and you go to a guy's house and he's playing show tunes, well, you got other shit to worry about. Guard your shoes. All right. It's Friday. Have a wonderful weekend, and we'll get back. We'll talk about something heavy next week. Okay. Love you now. Be good. Bye.